down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up.
What it do? This is your boy back with another episode. It seemed like it's been a while since I did an episode, but it's only been like, I think a week or whatever, but still it just seems like, it's been 2 weeks. But anyway, man, I have another dope episode. I got excited. I've been waiting for this episode for since I talked to you, Reggie, like 2-3 days. I've been excited to bring you on the show because, like I said, we see the show that you're on like every day. So, I was pretty stoked about it. So how you doing today?
I'm doing good. You better be watching every day. I need that money.
Yeah, man, of course, man. I mean, people watching it every day. They binge watching and everything.
All right. That's what I like to hear. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I got off today. I'm off for the almost weekend. I got to go back Sunday night, but I'm off, so I'm chilling. That's a good thing.
Okay.
So how is it? Look, people starting to post about girlfriends already. Look, y'all, I'm gonna get into the girlfriend questions a little later in a little bit. But at first, let's know about Reggie. So Reggie, where you from? If people don't know.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Chi-town.
Chi-town?
Yeah, but I've been
how
since 95. I've been in Los Angeles, so I spent half my life.
So how was it growing up in Chicago?
It wasn't bad. It was cold, but I enjoyed. I had friends, and it was good food and good people. I wasn't really, it's it was like any place else. You grow up, it's all right. It's not as bad as they put it on TV.
Yeah. So in Chicago, did you go to? I read that you went to Northwest Military Academy. Is that a military school?
Yeah, that was a military school up in right across the border in Wisconsin at Lake Geneva. I was there in the 80s, I guess 84 till 86, 87.
You won some awards. I see you won like the Notable Men Honor Award. What kind of award is that?
I made them proud because I got on girlfriends. They had like, hey, look, we got a guy. They're like, hey, like that kind of thing,
Oh, that wasn't an award that you got during going there. That was an after school award.
You know how like Mike Tyson gets degrees at colleges and stuff like that.
Oh, damn, man.
No, well, actually, and I did good, and I got awards when I was there. But this is extra special award because I did good.
And look, somebody said William Dent.
I still look like him. I'm old and fat now.
So, you went to school for theater?
College, yeah. I went to at Illinois State down in Norma, Illinois.
So what made you get into theater and all that?
I always wanted to be on TV. I always wanted to be on sitcoms, really, since I was a little kid. Because it looked like a lot of fun, and it cheered me up. You feel you'd have your days or whatever, even as a little kid. And you turn on like Happy Days or Good Times or whatever, the Jeffersons. And it's just like it's so happy. And the next day at school, everybody's talking about it. It's like I got to be a part of it. Everyone's talking about it. So that's always what I wanted to do. I was always like a clown, So.
Oh, you was a class clown?
Oh, I was a mess. That's how I ended up in military school.
That military school was rough in military school. A lot of discipline, action in military.
Yeah, it was rough in the beginning, but if you're like a popular kid, nobody's gonna mess with you. You start hanging out. Kids like you or kids don't like you. It's like anywhere else. But if you hold yourself together, you do what you're supposed to do, then nobody's gonna mess with you. They can't.
So you have to beat up a few cats in military school.
No, I didn't have to think about it. No, I couldn't have. I was just like a skinny piece of wire, 6 foot tall, 130 pounds. I wasn't gonna beat anybody up back then.
Yeah. So I also see that you was into Shakespeare.
Yeah, I did a lot of that in school and in Chicago. In the 90s, I did a lot of Shakespeare. You don't do too much of that anymore. Not anymore. It used to be every once in a while somebody would put out a Shakespeare movie, but I haven't seen one of those in like 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a while. I think somebody said Shakespeare was black.
There's a lot of rumors about him, like who he was and stuff like that, because he was just supposed to be, like a writer in London, but they didn't have, standard education like we do now. So unless you were like a royal person or somebody like that, you weren't going to know all the stuff, all these stories and the histories of stories that he did, like Othello or King Lear or King this, King Henry the Fourth or Richard the Third or the Second. He wouldn't have known all these people. Most people couldn't even write back then. So I think it was someone like a member of the royal family who was writing under like an assumed name. Because back then, actors and theater people, they were like one step above prostitutes back then. Seriously, like after the show was over, they would go out, and work, they're in the bar. It was rough times back then. You talk about Chicago being rough.
Yeah.
1600s, it was bad news, man.
Yeah, acting wasn't getting you all those accolades back then in the 1600s. Those passes.
It was a scandalous career to be in back then, actually, But yeah, a regular cat off the street, like he says that he was supposed to be, wouldn't have been able to write like that. So
okay,
it's a mystery as to who he really was.
You go back to Chicago every now and then?
I haven't been back in a few years. I'm trying to go back. I was going to go back last year when the COVID hit and then everything kind of shut down. But yeah, I go back. I miss the food. I miss my friends, and a lot of them moved out here with me. But a lot of them going back.
So what made you move to California? You just felt it was time to pursue the acting career, or you was just ready to get out that cold weather?
I was in a play called The Hell Cab in Chicago. We were doing this play. I was in this play for 2 years, and they wanted to move out to Los Angeles and do it like a play and do it like a movie, and get a movie made. You do the play because it's real popular in Chicago. They figure they come out here and they do it in Los Angeles. Somebody will watch it and then make it into a movie, and we did, But I came out and I was on a TV show in 4 months, or I had a pilot in 4 months. Someone came and saw me, and some agents, and then they were like, "Hey, man, we could probably make some money with you." And they sent me around, and
okay,
I did pretty good, yeah. And then the first one, it didn't last. I did the pilot and it got fired, replaced, or whatever. And then I got another pilot the next year, and then a few years later, I got Girlfriends.
How'd you learn? How'd you learn about Girlfriends?
They came to the agent puts you onto it. It's like back then, they were hooked up with computers, but not like we are now. If they're looking for kind of like a square, like black guy, whatever, they put that out. Wanted, 30-year-old dude, shirt tie type brother guy, And then they put that out, and then everybody in town who's kind of like that has like an agent go like, "Oh, my boy's like that." And
so somebody said, "Hey, my boy is nerdy and 30 years old. He got that role."
Pretty much, he's like, "Hey, you should check him out." But Mara, I guess, used to watch me on the show that I was on before then, or her husband. I was on the show with Vivica Fox on Fox called Getting Personal. We did like 17 episodes back in 1980, 88, 87, long time ago.
Okay.
Probably right then, yeah. And
Oh,
she
young
watched
bro.
me on that. And husband's like, "What about that guy?" And then they called me in, and bam! I just bought a suit too, so you know how like William was always looking good. I always remember my dad was always like, "You should always have a real nice suit in case you got to go for a job interview, or in case somebody dies or something. You could be ready and go and look." So I just, you know, with that little last money I had, I went out and bought an Armani suit, and so I came in there and I was looking sharp, and they were like, "Hey," you know, and I was funny. And you know how he was. He was like, I was like nerdy, but you know, he wasn't like helpless, you know. So like, hey, you know, right on. And
okay, Jackie, she said, "Did you have a crush on Joan in real life?"
Yeah, I guess I did. I had a crush on all of them at one time or another. You know, you're on there for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're in there. Hey, you're not supposed to like people you work with that way because then you get sued now. But it's like you're with them all day long and they look good and all hanging all over you like, "Hey, Reggie," all the time.
Yeah.
You know, sooner or later, you know, you can only wave meat in front of a shark for so long before you get bit on, you know. So, but yeah, I liked her. She's a sweet girl. They're all really nice girls, real sweet.
How fun was playing that role? Because I mean, William was like a playboy. He had 4 friends. He had 4 nice looking female friends. He was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I think you constantly stayed with a girlfriend on that show too at one point.
Yeah, he was doing good. You know, they like to. It's like, you know, on shows where they like kind of get the character a little confused or whatever. It's like, "Oh, he's a nerd." It's like, well, you know, he's kind of fucked everybody on the show. As you know, and he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Millionaire. I don't think he is that nerdy as you want, which is pretty good. You know, yeah, I like being that guy. I'm kind of like him a lot. You know, I'm a little more serious and a little sadder than he is. He's just like happy-go-lucky all the time. But,
who were you close to the most on that show?
Ooh. Oh man, I guess it depends on who I had made mad. I mean, you know, working with 4 girls that long, you know, you're gonna make them all mad at you. But,
at one point at a time.
Yeah, Persia and I were real close. Jill and I were like best friends. Golden and I, you know, we would go out, you know, and we'd go have lunch or something. We were all, you know, hanging out. Tracy and I would go hang out every once in a while. So I was really, you know, pretty close equally to all of them.
You won a NAACP award for that role, right?
Yeah, I won 3 of them. God bless them. You know, I miss them. You know, yeah, I was pretty well received back then. It was a nice reception.
For us guys, even though you was friends, I mean, you know, you had the 4 chicks on there. We liked to watch the show because of you, because you know it gave that guy feel. You know, we didn't want to. Hey, we didn't want to tell our buddies, "Hey, man, you watching Girlfriends tonight?" You know, but watching you on that show, it gave us a sense like, yeah, I could watch this with my girl. You know, you got William on there, and you was like the funniest guy on the show. So I mean, the funniest person on the show. So.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was. I got that a lot. Or you watch when people watching with their girlfriends, or people watching with their mama, or something like that. But I gave it, you know, a little balance, you know, so it's not all girl stuff all the time.
Yeah, Terry was talking about how your character it kind of broke that stereotype. I mean, a black male, a black lawyer, successful lawyer on that show. You know, it wasn't too many roles like that. You know, I think that's a dope role that you played.
That was perfect for me. You know, I played myself pretty much on it. Yeah, it did break a lot of stereotypes, and it's pretty much still like that today. You know, because there's not a lot for me to do. You know, plus now I'm older. You know, I'm not in the great shape that I was back then.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that show was like when did it end? Like 2008 or something like that.
2008. Started in. We did the pilot in 1999. I was 29 years old. Now I'm coming on 52. But,
so I remember I remember like it was like some controversy over the show ending like abruptly. Why do you think the show ended the way it did? Because it didn't have like a season finale or nothing like that.
No. Yeah, usually shows that long, they go on and they're gonna be there'll be like 15 more episodes to the end of Girlfriends. Don't miss, stuff like that. But there was a writer's strike. I don't know. A lot of people don't know. Where the writers went out on strike and there was nobody working, so there was nobody to write the shows. So when they went out on strike, it basically shut the town down. Nobody was working, And then the next year there was a threat of an actor's strike. So there was like a couple of years when they couldn't have put the show back on. And then once they shut down something like that, it's real expensive to start it back up. Now you want to, you got to look at like how much they value you as a show and as a people to go like, all right, are we going to spend this much money to start the show back up to do 9 more episodes before we cancel the show again? So, we were probably going to be done that next year. 8 years was probably going to be our end. But, I mean, I don't like to play like the race card, obviously, but if it was like a white show, they would have come back and did the last 13 episodes or whatever, 9 episodes, and then sent it out. But
yeah, a lot of people watch that channel only because of that show.
Yeah. That other channel we were on before then, UPN, I don't know if you remember, they were going all out of business before we came on. They were going to go out of business that year. And then we saved them for like 5 more years they came on. And
I remember when it was on UPN.
Yeah, and then we went over to the CW, and then when it became, or it was, what was it called before then? Oh, the WB before.
Yeah, the WB. Yeah.
Then it became a CW. But
you ever thought they should have did maybe like a spin-off? Did somebody want to leave the show? Is that why the show would have probably it probably would have been its last season?
No, I mean those shows, they get old, and people lose interest after a while. It's not like it was on Netflix where it just came out and it's like bam, everyone sees everything, and then it's just like within a few months. That show had been on for 7 or 8 years, so people are like being like, oh, I can't miss it, and then like year 7 is like, oh, I'll catch up to him later, or it's so good since Tony's been gone, stuff like that. So people you lose your audience a little bit, but
kind of like The Walking Dead. Huh? It's kind of like The Walking Dead. I mean, that show was like one of my favorite shows, and now, man, I don't even watch it. I want to watch it, but I'm like, I'll catch up with it later. It's like season 10 right now. So
yeah, you heard of like jumping? They call it jumping the shark. I don't know if you're old enough.
I think I heard that term before.
Yeah, like Happy Days was my favorite show. It was the biggest show in America, and everybody was watching it. But then after
I remember Happy Days.
People started watching, and they did one episode where Fonzie jumped a tank full of sharks on his motorcycle to get people to come back in and start watching. So when your audience starts falling off, they say, "Oh, his show, they're jumping the shark now. They're bringing out, just like anything to try and get people to start watching." So we had started jumping the shark, and it's a natural, for things to grow old and die like that, but they should have let us die with dignity with the last, few episodes. So now a whole new generation is watching, and they're not tired of it yet because they've only been watching for like a year. So they're like,
yeah.
Hey, man, but now everybody's so successful. Jill's got a new show on now, and Tracy's got 2 shows on.
Yeah, she got 2 shows.
Yeah. So I don't know if they, if they have time to come back and do it. I wish that they would, though. That would be really nice.
You think they should do a reunion? You know how the Fresh Prince show did that kind of reunion thing?
Yeah. Or
I think that
like Netflix sometimes does shows or that like only have like 4 or 5 episodes in them. They could do 9 episodes. It'd be real nice, I think. And
yeah, I think they could do a spinoff. You think is it too late for a spinoff as far as maybe like you and a character or something like that?
No, it's fresh now. I think it's fresh again. I think it would be real nice. It's I would love that, of course. You know?
I think a lot of people would watch that. They think they did that with Full House. They did like a Netflix show with just the daughter or something that was on there.
Yeah, you know, I'm ready to go. I'm older. It would be different, but you know, I'm just as wild as I ever was. You know, it'd be interesting to see how how articulate, cultured black guy ages. What happens.
Terry said, "How was auditioning for Girlfriends, and was he the only one who auditioned for the role?"
I heard they saw everybody in town. They saw they will see like hundreds of guys. You know, that probably most of them didn't fit. Like guys who'd be like, "What? That guy came in? You come in
So
and see guys."
you
Huh?
beat out Denzel and all those guys for the role.
Well, yeah, but you go in and then some guys are like, "Whoa, man, like some of the scariest black guys you've ever seen." And then I don't know, But then I've gone in and auditioned for parts where they're like, young white guy comes in, an old Asian man. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get this part. They'll just be everybody in case they made a mistake and saying he should be like this. Somebody come in and then blow him away. But it was real stressful audition. You have to audition like 4 or 5 times. So and every time you go in and you beat yourself up or you go over it or in your head, like, oh, I messed up here and I didn't do that right, or I messed up that line, until they call you back a couple of days later and like, yeah. But you go through that like 5 times. You go in and read for Mara, and then you come back and read for Mara and Kelsey Grammer. And then they want you to come in and read for the studio executives. And then the studio executives want you to come in and read for the negative. I mean, you just go crazy after a while.
Dang.
At the end, you're just like, man, fuck you. If you don't hire me, then
Yeah. Walk out and be like, yeah, I like that guy.
He's got moxie.
Yeah.
Well, that happened to Kelsey. I don't know if you heard the story when he had auditioned for Cheers. They had seen him a whole bunch of times, and he didn't think they liked him. He's like, well, let me get out of here and go downstairs. Maybe I can get some laughs in the
yeah.
in the lobby. He was real rough back. But yeah, it's a hard.
You was
job.
also in you was in a few more shows, like maybe you was in CSI.
Yeah, I had little parts now and then. If I was just a dude, if I had not had a big success like Girlfriend, I would have kind of been happy with that kind of, because most of the people come out and they don't work at all.
What about like plays?
Yeah, but you don't come out here to do plays, man. I was doing plays for years and years in Chicago, plays and improv theater, and I'm like,
yeah,
I want to be the Fonz, man. I want to be Cosby, man. I want a mortgage and a gorgeous girlfriend and stuff. I want to be on the show.
Chicago and New York are known for play. Is it that really that big in Chicago as far as plays?
There's a lot of non-union theater. There's like a lot of theaters there. It's like whenever a group of people want to get together, they go get a space and a few dollars and they put up a show. It's kind of like the way the internet is now, where like you're not so dependent on a big corporation to get behind you and back you to like put your play on. It's like, well, if they don't see what I can do, if they don't value me or see how great I am, I'm gonna go put on my own stuff, And then now, I mean, that's kind of happening with people are putting out their own shows and then they're getting contracts on YouTube and stuff. It's kind of like that in Chicago as far as theater is concerned, but it's nowhere near as big as New York City is. New York is the place for theater to be.
You do some writing and directing also.
I do a little bit. I write with partners, with like other dudes that write. Writing's hard, man. Otherwise,
writing's hard.
Yeah, good writing is hard. When it comes out looking amateurish, it's like I want to, after William too, you want to come out and you want to do something good. You don't want to come out and do something that looks like amateurish.
Yeah, because Williams was a great character, man. I think I watched a clip used What scene? What clip was that? That was the Halloween when Joan played the prank on you with the cops.
Yeah, when I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one.
You was in the cemetery or something. I was in the cemetery, and then my
And then I
wife
was
was
like,
watching that.
I can't believe I'm being profiled in the cemetery. And
Yeah, I know. Racial black guy, racial profile. Wow.
yeah, man. But yeah, I remember that episode. Sure.
How
You
is
ever?
it in How's it in California as far as like since we was talking about racial profiling, uh with the like the George Floyd? I know there was a lot of protesting out there.
Yeah. Oh, you can profile everywhere you go. I got profile when I was on the show all the time, driving down the street, and in my car. They pull you over, and I'm like, they're like, oh, your tags expired, and I was like, oh, I didn't think they expired till September, and they're like, no, they're like, and it's every time I look over at his partner, he put his hand on his gun like that, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I got 2 more months on that sticker. I'll come out and show you. And it's like, no, and then the guy would go like that. I'm like, you know, I'm like, yeah, well, what am I supposed to do here now? Can I remember his badge number name to make a complaint with it? Or I just didn't say anything and he let me go.
Yeah, that's how I usually play it. I usually just don't say anything and just you want to live to see another day. Sometimes all that arguing.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Yeah. I learned that in military school. If people get up in your face, well, I could, take your head off, but
Y'all had drill sergeants at that school?
Oh yeah, it's like it was hard because there were other kids. There were adult drill sergeants there too from the army that would come in and supervise, but it was all about kids learning how to be leaders, but a lot of them had no business being in charge of other kids. A lot of them were like little thugs, to be honest.
Thug drill sergeants.
But near a big city like that, they give the kids a chance. If they're not that bad, it's like, well, uh, juvie is full up and overflowing. So I tell you what, if we put the boy in a school like this, maybe we'll give him a chance. And a lot of them are little bad kids. A lot of them were kids that are trying to keep from becoming bad kids. They're in like a rough area, neighborhood, or whatever. But it was a great school.
Vanity said, ask him to show us one of those drunk Willie dance moves. He's not finna do all that. That was like, that's Vanity. Vanity. She likes to party. She likes to party, and she likes to travel too.
Hey, come on out.
That's my girl.
Hey, well, I'm single. Come on out. I'll show you how to dance.
She's single too.
Oh, really? I'm a little older than her, probably. I look like her dad.
I don't know. She might like older guys.
Hey, why not?
She might.
I'm the same age as J-Lo is, so do with that what you will.
She says she the new age girl. She says she the new age girlfriend.
All right, good for you.
Okay. Another question was, what is your take on Hollywood these days? And does that stereotype and does that role that you play, does it keep you from other roles?
A little bit, like if I was to go in and try and play like a tough guy, people would snicker. People would snicker in audition. People would snicker when the movie came out. Like, if you were doing a movie about a tea party and Chewbacca walks out, people are gonna be like, "What the hell is Chewbacca doing in his tea party movie?" Yeah. With like a do-rag on, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Obviously, and then there's other guys that can do that part better than me. If I had studied my whole life to come in and pretend to be that guy, and look great, people are gonna, look right through that and see, me or what, and there's other guys that do that naturally all day long. And,
yeah,
they want me to be like a doctor or a lawyer. They don't, it's like, we don't want you to play any of those roles. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna get any of those roles, so I don't think you have to worry about it.
Yeah, what's that show that my wife watches? That doctor show that's been on Grey's Anatomy or something.
Grey's Anatomy, yeah.
Grey's Anatomy, yeah, that show's been on for like 15 years.
152 years, yeah. I wish
I
I
mean,
could get on that.
I told her, I said, man, everybody, that it's so much drama going on at that hospital. People are like, the doctors are dying and plane crashes and everything. I think they're jumping the shark, like you said.
Doctors dying of old age on that show. Like, damn.
They're pulling out all kinds of stops at that hospital.
Yeah, that's what happens, you know. And then they, you know, and every year you get like a raise. So every year a show is on, it gets more expensive to make. So everybody gets cost of living rate, and it's more expensive. So after 15 years, it's like crazy expensive. You know, so they're like, but that's a great show, and people want to keep it on. I think if they want to keep it on, they should bring William on and make him a doctor or like a lawyer.
That would be dope. That would be dope. You being a doctor on there.
Or I could be a
I'll start watching it. I'll start watching it again.
Yeah. So everyone, you know, lobby them, tell them put William on. I'll be on it, and I behave, and I'm real cheap too. So you know.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be too hard. Hey, when you was William, did you have to study like the lawyer language or anything?
Nah, not really. You know, you watch so many lawyer shows, you pretty much know. But the doctor stuff is real hard. See, I've tried to be
Yeah.
And remembering that stuff that doesn't make any sense you don't say every day. Like if you're on the show, like Jim Jones, like I love you, and he's like, what's the response to this? Oh, it's probably I love you back, you know. But like you said, these doctor stuff is hard as hell to remember. I did a show.
Yeah, those words they said there'd be some technical words they saying on those doctor shows. I'm like, golly, like
I did a remake.
I don't even know.
I was a doctor. I did a remake of the Twilight Zone. And they were so mad at me. I couldn't remember any of that stuff. It took for like forever for me to get it.
You're like, cut.
Like, take 52.
Were you getting a lot of perks? Were you getting a lot of perks and like in like parties and stuff like that because of who you were? Were you getting like, you know, I'm William from Girlfriends?
I'm not that famous, but like Nike would send me a bunch of shoes and like, you know, like jogging suits and stuff to wear. You know, they want to see me with their clothes on. That was pretty sweet. But I wasn't like, you know, LL Cool J or anything, get a car and stuff. But there were little perks for us on our level. We were like, you know, we're a little, you know, little show. We weren't like a huge show.
Hold on, you married Lynn? You married Lynn on Girlfriends?
Yeah, we got married. Man, I can't even remember why we got married. We did get married though, for like a day. It was one of those things.
Because Vanity again, she said you were petty for marrying Lynn just to be married before Joan.
Oh, that's why. I don't even remember why we got married. I do remember she got like a credit card with my name on it and wouldn't like tear it up after we got the divorce. You say it's petty if you just look at a relationship, you know, and go like, "Wow, you shouldn't have done that." But if you get a divorce with somebody after being with them for years, you'll do some petty stuff before you break up and walk away.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This is my Rick James album. It's not yours. You know, you never listen to it.
Yeah. They ready to take the dog from you and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna date your sister just to piss you off. I guess I am petty. I would be petty if I. Yeah. So Vanity, maybe you should watch out. Maybe you don't want to get involved with me.
Yeah, Vanity, watch out, man. Reggie Petty.
I'm easily hurt, you know, and you know.
What are you? You're not a Cancer, huh?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm a Cancer too, man. I'm not even gonna lie. We can get a little emotional sometimes.
Oh yeah. Don't talk to me some days.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I swear.
There's like 5 girls working on that show sometimes. I would be so emotional. Man,
yeah, facts.
Once a weekend during the month, you wouldn't want to talk to Reggie because I'll just start crying and screaming at you. You know.
Another question was, what was your best episode from Girlfriends that you could think of?
There's some good ones, you know. That's a tough one to answer. I got a lot of bits and skits in my head, but
Did y'all try to do any shows like that? I don't know what was going on in the early 2000s or something like that, as far as anything like controversial. Like a lot of shows now, you got, like you said, the George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter. So a lot of shows kind of want to, you know, kind of piggyback off what's going on at the times. Did y'all try to, do anything like that?
That was like every week, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Trying to tackle some controversial topics. We were always trying to do that. They were really. Mara was really good at being timely and being, putting in issues that affected people, Black women and men. She was really good at all that. We were all scared to death when George Bush the first got elected.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. George Bush. Yeah.
This got to be the worst president ever. And then Trump came. And then like, hey, Bush would come back. But yeah, I could only imagine the stuff we'd be saying these days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Texas. We still see a lot of Trump flags, and nobody wants to wear their mask and all that type of stuff out here.
I mean, I don't even know why they made that. I don't want to. Nobody wants to wear a mask every time. I keep it on the seat in my car. But would you rather get sick if you had the flu? This is worse than the flu. I mean, just to say, obviously, we know that you're not a Democrat and you don't like any of us. Just put the mask on and keep your grandmother alive.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
What would you say to somebody that's aspiring to be an actor?
Go to school or take some acting classes. They're fun, and then they help you kind of get started in your career. They help you find an agent. A lot of them do, and they teach you a lot about the business, and you get some experience, some practical experience acting. That was the thing I did.
We see sometimes people they be like, I'm finna go to California. The stereotype thing, they be like, I'm finna go to California and be a movie star, and they just go over there with no plans or nothing.
Well, the sad thing is that is the truth, and sometimes it works. Because like if you want to be a ballet dancer and you don't, you can't dance, everybody knows. Or if you want to be a professional singer and you can't sing, everybody's gonna know. But if you want to be an actor and go out there, it's like you could become rich and famous. They'll still put you out there. So that's the only way that's really different. But you want to give yourself that little extra edge, because that's why I study, all that Shakespeare and stuff. Because I'm okay looking, and I'm not that great looking, and there's so many people that you got to beat, so you want to give yourself every edge that you can. So I went, and studied all the theory that I could and got as much practice as I could, met as many people as I could.
Mm-hmm.
There's people, you meet people in school and acting classes. There's one guy in my room. I know a ton of people. One of my roommates from college is executive producing this show on, was it Ted Lasso on Apple TV? I know a lot of guys like that. You just meet them in school, and if you don't go to school, you miss that experience. And it's like there's all these cats that you never knew that, could throw you. And it's all about who you know. It's all about who you meet, So give yourself like a head start and get into some class. They got local classes, in like big cities. You don't even have to go to like a big school. You could just take acting classes.
Yeah. Before we go, Judy said, as a Black male actor, what has been the most challenging situations faced since starting your career?
Just keeping it going. It was hard in the beginning because they did want me to do, they wanted me to be like a young gang. All the parts were like for young gang member guys.
Yeah.
And they were like, where's this guy? He's from like another planet.
They like, man, we can't cast him to be a gang member. He's
no. Obviously,
yeah.
I hung out with a lot of white kids growing up. Obviously, you can tell by talking to me. But I don't know. But after it's over, it's hard just to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a famous white guy, you got other things going for you. But like, as a famous black guy, you do something good, and then it's over, and then it's back to you still out trying to work again. You're still trying to find something for yourself to do. Unless you're the top of the top, like Will Smith doesn't have to worry, but most of us have to worry.
Yeah, it's like that 1%.
Yeah, we're like 0.01%. It's us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, usually you try to go for the role and they try to give you like the drug dealer or somebody that maybe get like a quick, you know what I'm saying, like a not a major role or anything like that. So
but even now, I mean, I don't want to say it, but even now, the stuff that we do for ourselves is kind of like that. I mean, we want to do a show that represents the kind of experiences that we have in the black community, the kind of stuff that we see. And plus, we want to do things that are kind of interesting. Like, nobody wants to be a member of the Soprano family, but that's the kind of stuff people want to see,
yeah.
I'd like to be Soprano because he looks out for his kids, But sadly, I'm not like a lot of guys that a lot of black guys know, so nobody's like, hey, let's put old William on the show. They don't want to, it's like they don't know anything about me. They don't know anybody like me. Or they wish well.
So you said you're Wilder now. So it's Friday, California. In California. What do you got going on Friday in California?
I make spaghetti and then I watch scary movies on Netflix. I got popcorn. I may go
it's hard to find some on Netflix. As far as scary movies, it takes me like 15, 20 minutes to find something.
I've seen it all. You see it all after a while, all the scary movies. And if you just kind of don't like the movie, do you give it thumbs up or thumbs down? If it wasn't bad, do you still give it a thumbs up? I don't know how to do that because unless I hate it. If I hate it, I'll give it a thumbs down.
Yeah, usually if I like it, I don't even do nothing. I just like that's pretty good, and just cut it off.
Because I'm like maybe I'll help out because they look and they're like you're trying to help out guys that do a good job, help get more work. If you get a lot of thumbs up, then they're like, hey, like girlfriends got a lot of thumbs up, and then hopefully they'll take a meeting with me if I come in. If I'm like, hey, Reggie wants to come on and say something, they won't. You get a lot of thumbs up, they'll look at you. So
really,
it's all about content. Content is king, especially with a place like Netflix. They got to come out with stuff all the time. They have like a bunch of hits, but everybody's seen those. So what else have you done? What have you got for me lately? So if you come out with some good stuff, especially if you shoot it yourself, which I'm not, I can't really do because I'm not set up for that. So if someone does a good job, I usually give them a thumbs up. If someone does an okay job or something, if I just mildly dislike it, I won't give them a thumbs down to go like, this sucked or never hire these people again. You got to look out for your fellow actors, You do. You got to be a good guy. So I try and do that too. But
have you watched? It's on Netflix. It's a zombie movie. I think it's called Blacks. Forgot what it's called. Black something.
Is it a black zombie movie with black people?
No, it's not a black zombie movie. It's called Blacks Sunday or something. It's pretty good though. Zombies are pretty fast on there. They're not the slow zombies. They chasing after people and stuff. It's not that bad though.
I like the supernatural, the devils in the house type movies, or the devils possess the kids, in the cornfield movie, or eyes in the window at nighttime. Or something. I like those kind of movies. Yeah, I like those movies.
I don't know. You might be inspiring me to watch a scary movie tonight because I don't really have nothing to watch today, or whatever. I thought about
The Conjuring and stuff like that.
See, I can't watch. Man, I mean, that's scary, but man, I don't know if I could watch that right now. The Conjuring. That might be a little too scary. I just want something that I can vibe with. Maybe like a Jason, or Michael Myers, something like that I can laugh at and kind of be like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Ones that are like too scary. I like them because they kind of focus my mind away from like the bullshit in my life. It's like if I'm real scared, I won't start thinking of stuff that's bringing me down. So I'll put those on and then
mild scary.
Mild scary now. If it's just mild scary, I'll be texting the whole way through it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Neela, she say you seem naturally funny. Do you think you're naturally funny? Some people gotta force it, but do you think you're naturally funny?
I think so. My dad was real funny, and just watching him and the way he was with other people growing up, and everybody was all happy to see him when he would come in. And then I was like, see, that's the way to be. So I was always like clowning and funny when I was with my friends, but I would get in a lot of trouble, because the only time you can make jokes when you're in class with people, and then someone says something, and then you want to mess around, and then you end up in military school for a while. So
that's why you went to military school.
But you can be funny in military school too. That even makes it's harder though, because you get your ass kicked. So you got to know when to do it. So that actually kind of focused my powers and energy. Made me kind of like laser focused. I'm gonna be funny here, or I'm not gonna say anything here, right? It ups your game in military school. Actually,
here's a good question. Somebody said, "Would you do stand up?"
I'm too shy.
You're too shy to do stand up.
I would. I'd done improv with a group of guys where I was the only one that showed up. And I had to do improv by myself on stage in front of people. That's as close to stand up as I would. I would do stand up if I had a writer to write stuff down for me. I guess in the theater we had a one-man show. I would do like a one-man show. Most of them have ghostwriters anyway. But I'm not like that funny where like Dave Chappelle where you can like just write stuff. And if I'm under the gun where I have to come up with something, I won't think of anything. It's like being on a date with a really pretty girl when you just like kind of like look at her the whole time and have nothing to say. I wouldn't be able to think of anything if I have to come up with something.
I think you know what? I think that's a good question. I think you could do stand up. I mean, it don't have to be that long. I guess maybe like, how long is stand up? Like 20, 30, 20 minutes? I know you could write 20 minutes worth of jokes.
I think those are the stars. Actually, if you're just going to do like an open mic night, it's probably like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, you got that. That's easy. Well, I'm saying that's easy. You got to go up there and right.
Black people can be mean when you're on stage.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think something happened to. Did something happen to Dave? I think there's something happened to Dave Chappelle one time. Somebody was heckling him or something, and he walked off.
Oh, I'm sure somebody heckles everybody. Everybody gets heckled. It's like the white people will sit there polite, and they'll politely not laugh at you.
Yeah, they'll just be like,
they'll throw a chair at you. We're gonna get you for not being funny at the Apollo. You should have known better than come out here with that half-ass shit.
They like, I spent my money.
Yeah, I know, right? I put my nice shoes on, come out here on Friday night to see this guy. I'm gonna kill him. But yeah,
I paid all this money for this ticket. I want my money back.
But that's the same reason why you asked me if I wrote or whatever. Director's like, I won't do anything or put my name on anything that I don't think is really, really good. So I don't, I just don't want to be known as like half-assed, Reggie Hayes or
Man, somebody just said you're funnier than Steve Harvey. Naturally funny off the hip.
I think it's your generation, I think it's like guys, if you come up in the 60s and the 70s, probably thought he was funnier than like me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're all funny to our friends. But thank you, whoever said that.
Yeah, that was Mr. Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Well, I know I told you 30. I said 30, 40 minutes at the most or whatever. But I mean, everybody's just coming with all these questions. I don't know what they're doing. It's Friday night, I guess. I don't know. I guess they coming in or they go out and everything and stuff like that. So you say you were writing. You're with a group of writers. Y'all working on anything?
I got one script that I have that I want to write on, but I want it to be good. And I don't know. I write one. You could be writing something with a group of guys, and then something with another group of guys, and then it's hard to keep your head up and to keep positive with things. And then you get older and you're not as enthusiastic as you are when you're younger. Yeah, we can do this, and like you get older and you got like bills to pay and you're just like tired. You're like, this is gonna be hard to do. Excuse me. And chances are 90% of the chance it's not gonna work out. Like if I had to start acting now at this age, if I was just beginning, I probably wouldn't have done it, because I would have been, more like, let me get a nice job as an accountant or something, or let me join the army or something. I don't want to bring y'all down on Friday, but
nah, you're not gonna bring us down. I'm pretty sure everybody's like drinking and whatever they're doing right now. They kind of turned up. I'm sipping a little wine right now, so I've been on the wine lately. I've been on wine lately. I mean, I start off drinking one wine. I was like, it ain't that bad, and then now I'm not a wino, but I'll just drink wine now. So I'm a wine connoisseur now. I'm a wine guy. So
I'm gonna start doing that. I drink too much beer, and I got this huge belly, man.
See, I drink vodka, and like the wine is kind of stopping me from drinking vodka. So.
Yeah, I went through a stage with vodka, man.
I tried beer, but I can't. I don't know. With beer, the taste of beer is just like, I don't know. I can't get it.
You drink the dark ones, or you drinking the American one? Don't drink American beer.
See, that's the thing. I'm like a novice when it comes to beer. I just think like Budweiser and Bud Light or whatever. Like,
no, don't drink that. No, I drink like Sam Adams. I drink like European beer, like nice, like brown. You can almost chew it. It's so thick and tasty. Pieces of barley and bark and floating around in it. It's delicious. I like beer like that. But I only drink like one or two now because I don't really drink that much anymore. But yeah, I want a beer right now though.
I usually drink on my off days and stuff like that so I can enjoy it. I don't like to have like a drink and then have to go to sleep and go to work. It's just like I can't enjoy it. It's like, so
right.
Like I said, it's the weekend now, so
I wake up sweating in the middle of the night when I drink to go to bed. So,
see, the last time I drank some wine, I woke up with a Charlie horse. Like, people was telling me that like to eat like a banana and stuff and drink pickle juice. And I didn't tell them why I had a Charlie horse, but I think it's because I drank too much wine that night.
You're low potassium. You're not getting your potatoes and bananas and stuff in.
I think that's what it was, man. I woke up and my right calf just locked up on me, like somebody was like stabbing it.
That could be a few things. Could be because you're dehydrated. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay, yeah, you're getting up there. You gotta hydrate. You gotta eat your, get all.
Yeah, man. I gotta start working out. I gotta start doing something. My wife bought me some potassium pills and stuff.
I take those every day. Take potassium pills. I take the Centrum Silver for the older gentlemen.
The Centrum Silver. I had some Centrum before, I think, but that's like a multi thing. I think a multivitamin or something.
Yeah, just take. I take like a couple of them a day before I go to bed and when I wake up, just to you're not getting everything. You're not the way you are when you're younger.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to realize that I'm not the young guy no more, man.
Things are gonna get loose and start falling off on you like an old car. Your check engine light's gonna come on soon, and it's never gonna go off again.
So, yeah, that's what I need. See, you motivated me, man. That check engine. Yeah, for some reason I'm just waiting for that check engine light to come on, but I don't want to wait. I want to catch it beforehand.
Oh, in LA they won't even give you a sticker with a check engine light on, so it sucks.
Vanity say you on those old school vitamins. I didn't know they had new school vitamins.
Oh man, they got vitamins for everything now. Yeah, I take old school vitamins, stuff that the doctor gives me. It's stuff that I see on TV. I don't really know how much I believe in them because you take them, you don't feel that much better.
Yeah, I know, man. You don't even know like if it's working or not.
I think it has to build up in your system. Like, you get your magnesium and you get your flavor fluorides or whatever in there. And then they build up over time. You take them every day. I don't know how much I believe in it.
Ava. No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh no! When I was your age, when girlfriends ended, I was like 37 and turning like 40, and then stuff started changing, and I just didn't feel healthy. So that's when I started taking vitamins every day to just make sure.
Ava said, what charity or organizations do you support?
I support the NAACP, of
Of
course, and
course.
I give money to my college. My own college. I have a scholarship at a couple of colleges in my mama's name. It's not very big, but
Illinois State.
Illinois State and um, God, I can't. The name is school name escapes me. Not Georgetown. Um, I can't remember. I'm old. I got a couple of scholarships out there.
Yo, I would send something to my school, but they don't send me no alumni thing,
Huh? You broke up. What happened?
No, I was saying like my school that I graduated from. I thought since I graduated they would send me some alumni stuff, but they haven't. Like, thought that was kind of weird.
Trust me, it's coming. It slipped their mind. They're gonna call and ask you for money.
That's what I'm saying. I said, hold on, y'all don't acknowledge me.
Yeah, they do, and it's and I do that. I give that way because I got a lot of money from them when I was there because I didn't really have any money when I went to. I was there on Pell Grants and stuff like that. So I got a lot of money from alumni and stuff to go to school there. So it goes to good kids. I was a good kid. And I got it. So I like to give back when I can. If I was on a night show, I'd give back a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. If they get you on Grey's Anatomy as a doctor and stuff like that, definitely.
Yeah. I can't give as much as I like to, but whenever you
can. They say they're gonna send it next week. Yeah, send it next week so I can decline y'all.
Are you gonna put this on YouTube? This is going on YouTube?
This is it's on YouTube. It's actually streaming on YouTube right now, but it's gonna be on YouTube. And it's on my Facebook page. It's on Kikback Facebook page and everything. So you can see all the comments and everything that's gonna pop up. You can see who Vanity is.
I can see she looked fine in her little picture there, and it's gone now.
Yeah, let me post it again. Yeah, she got a great job. She liked to travel.
Me too.
She does her thing.
Italy, and I wanted to go to Egypt to see. I want to go to Africa and Japan.
Yeah, she just came from Miami.
Look me up. I'm on Instagram. Reggie H69 on Instagram. Give me a call.
Vanity Hook. He on IG. That's all you gotta do is hit him on IG, Vanity.
That's how we met.
That's how we met.
If you're polite, a lot of people just call and just like crazy. So I don't write back everybody. But nice people, I'll write back. Why not?
I think she'll be nice. She'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Well, hey Reggie, I appreciate you coming on. I know I kept you past your limit and stuff like that, but I thank you for coming on. I'm definitely, when I watch it, the show, I'll be like, I tell my wife, I know that guy. I know him. I know him.
I'm your boy now.
Yeah, man.
What city are you in? You're in Houston or?
I'm in Beaumont.
Beaumont, Texas. Okay.
Beaumont, it's about like 45 minutes. 45 minutes from Houston.
From Houston, all right. I'll holler if I come down there. I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You come out here, we go to Steak 48 and Turkey Leg Hut and all those good restaurants we got.
That sounds good. I might even move there.
It's not a bad place to live.
No, it's not. I enjoyed it. I did that movie, Carter, when I was in Texas, Carter High a few years ago. But that was a Dallas movie. But I enjoyed it.
Cost of living. The cost of living good. The only thing is it get a little hot down here.
It's hot here. I mean, it was 116 degrees last year when I had to go to the hospital. Yeah. So
Yep. Food good too. Great food out here.
yeah. I'm afraid of spending $2 million on a 1-bedroom apartment. That's what I'm thinking of getting out of here.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that out here. $2 million gonna get you a mansion with 10, 20 acres.
Yeah, they got like old guys that are spending a cajillion dollars on a little studio apartment out here. I'm like, I don't want to die like that. And you know what I mean? It's like, this is not fair. So,
Yeah, nah, you don't want to do that.
Atlanta or something, New Orleans, maybe.
Well, like I said, man, Red, I'm gonna hit you up. I might bother you. Might be like, look, stop bothering me.
Oh, I'm not like that. Give me a call. I'm here.
Yeah, I hit you up definitely.
All right, brother. It's good talking to you.
All right, Reggie, man, take it easy, bro.
Take it easy.
All right.
All right.
That's that boy Reggie. You see, we finna lock in. We finna start doing some movies together. Y'all finna start seeing me on Girlfriends 2 or the remix. I'm gonna be the neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the neighbor. I'm gonna play the like a hip hop producer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the neighbor on there. We already discussed it's gonna be a dope show. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be doing it on Netflix. Vanity's gonna be in it. Vanity's gonna be the bougie. She's gonna be the new bougie chick, like the one who was bougie on that show. Jill, was Jill the bougie one? Which one was? It wasn't Joan. It wasn't the other chick. It wasn't the skinny chick. I forgot which one was bougie. But Vanity gonna be the bougie hood chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the hip hop producer, and that's how it's gonna be. Girlfriends revamped. And then after that, I'm gonna be blowing up like Denzel, you know. But I'm gonna rep Beaumont. I'm not gonna be like the people. Then they gonna be repping Houston. You know, they blow up and they want to rep Houston and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna rep Beaumont. So, y'all wildin'. Yo, I'm finna go back in the comments. Somebody said it was like looking at 2 Williams. That was fucked up though. I ain't gonna lie. That was wild. Y'all said it looked like 2 Williams talking. Like, wow. In my head, I laughed. I was like, that's pretty funny. That was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could cut the it'll be a dope neighborhood, bro. You could cut grass and everything. You could be the next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You could be the neighbor next door to me or whatever and stuff like that. So you could be the guy on Tool. What was that show? Tool? Tim the Two-Man Taylor. I forgot what show that was. And then his neighbor, you only seen his hat and his face. You could be like that guy. You know what I'm saying? We only see the back of you. You just cut the grass and stuff like that. Vanity, he feeling you. He feeling you. Holla at my boy William. He definitely was feeling you. He say he's single. Home improvement. Thanks, babe. She always coming through. Get y'all a woman that's gonna have y'all back. She always come through. But Vanity, he was feeling you. He's single. Okay. This could be you right now. This could be what you needed. You know what I'm saying? Get you to LA, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood Hills, going into the parties and everything. But anyway, what? 5 minutes. That's my producer. She's telling me it's time to get off. But anyway, next week, I might have another guest. I might have another guest. I'm not going to tell y'all who that person is, but I'm going to see. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking and stuff like that. But I'm going to say this person, they played in another show too. They played in another big show too. They played on the show that you used to see. If you, my age, the show used to come on TGIF. This show used to come on every Friday. You know what I'm saying? This character, she wasn't one of the main characters, but she was one of the main characters. You know what I'm saying? She was somebody's best friend on this show. So she could be tapping in pretty soon too. We go talk about that. We go talk about a character that a lot of people say, you know, look like me. You know what I'm saying? In this show. But I don't look like that dude. I probably look like the dude when he transformed into the smooth dude. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he did the voice of a cartoon character, but this show, like I said, you know, I'm gonna hit her up because I hit her up and she's supposed to came on the show, but I forgot to hit her up. I got busy. I ain't even gonna lie. I got busy. I didn't hit her up, so I hit her back up. All right, it's my fault on that part. But anyway, still, man, I thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, it's Family Matters. Okay, shit. She was on Family Matters, so she might come on the show next week. She might not. We'll see what's up. If not, we go do another show on something else. Because you know what I'm saying. To be honest with you, I know the election is coming through, the mayor election and stuff like that, at larges and stuff like that. But I'm tired of talking about that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm tired of talking about politics, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of talking to and asking the same questions and stuff like that. My show is not a political show. It's a show about everything. All right. You had Hood Jeopardy. We had the dating show. I want to bring back the dating show. And everything. I want to do all that stuff. So, dude, they said you look like Urkel. Who said that? Not Earl, Stefan. Not Urkel, Stefan. I look like Stefan. Yes, y'all need to go out there and vote too. Before I get off of here and drink the rest of my wine. Yo, shout out to Porch Swing. I hit them boys up. You know what I'm saying, about some sponsorship. They said they was gonna holler back at me or whatever. So Red Porch Swing or Porch Swing, you know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy. Y'all need to respond back. Okay, y'all say y'all go holler back at me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's good. Y'all could be a sponsor of the show. I'm a wine connoisseur, okay? But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here, man. Y'all be blessed. That was my boy Reggie Hayes from Girlfriends. Like I said, y'all go out there and vote. I'm finna get out of here. I'm finna drink the rest of my wine. That was a dope show. That was a dope non-political show. So next week, y'all stay tuned. I might have something, another dope guest too. Also, you know what I'm saying? I hollered at, man, what was his name? I've been drinking. Hold on, let me see. Who was that dude that I just said I talked to? God dang, man. I ain't gonna lie, 24 years from now, I ain't gonna know none of y'all. Just because of old age. And it's not because of that. So, it was actually last night. Who was I talking to? Who was that? God damn, Albie Sure. Yeah, I talked to Albie Sure. But I think Albie Sure was kind of flaking on me. Guess who else I talked to? I talked to Bro Man too from Martin. I talked to Bro Man too from Martin. He from Galveston, so I just hit him with some 409 thing. He responded. He said, you know what I'm saying, holler back at him in a couple weeks. So I might chop it over at Bro Man. We go talk about Martin because I don't know what else he played in other than Martin and shit like that. So, you know, I got a few people coming through or whatever. And if y'all want to be on the show, y'all holler at me. Y'all can come on the show too. You know what I'm saying? We don't discriminate on this show. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to come on this show and chop it up about whatever it may be or what's on your mind about mental health, relationships, sports, music, whatever it may be, then y'all can come on this show. I ain't tripping. Just don't be scared to come on Facebook Live or whatever. Other than that, y'all can come on the show. Just hit my inbox and say, hey, bro, I want to come on the show. And it'll be all good. You know what I'm saying? You can come on the show. We can sip some wine together. We can chop it up. And we can have us a great time. So let me get out of here because I wasn't trying to do a show that long. Yeah, Bro Man did do stand-up comedy and Def Jam. But that's pretty much it. I'm talking about as far as like other acting gigs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really did too much. But that's still the homie from 409, you know what I'm saying? Galveston. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to them. But, you know, we'll see. But let me get up out of here, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good time. I can't get Jamie Foxx, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't get Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? He up there right now. He up there. He's stuck. I don't think he's coming down right now. So I can't get Jamie Foxx. Maybe one day. Sirius XM, they hollered at me. Well, actually, I hollered at them on having a show, and they told me to send a demo. I still ain't sent the demo yet. It was like maybe 2 months ago. They was like, send us a demo. And I ain't even sent a demo yet. I need to take care of business. Maybe I need to send them a demo. I'll send them a demo, and then who knows what may happen. So I'm finna get out of here. Y'all be safe. You want to watch a movie? What you want to do?
Play.
You want to play? Let's go play with your puzzle. Okay, go get your puzzle ready. We're gonna put the puzzle together. So I'm out of here, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be positive. And man, one love. I'm out of here.